So proud of you guys, by the way, so good job.
The only thing I want, more retest chance.
So who do we have here today?
Oh, I'm Mr. Jack.
Fazia,
Dr. Insha, Mr. Richard,
Miss Alyssa,
Miss Ava,
Mr. Kai.
Cara,
Mr. Mark,
Larry, Narsha,
Adriana,
Tak, Gabriel,
Gina from grade 12.
hi, I'm Elam.
Nothing. It was all accidental. It was accidental. I was traveling and backpacking, and somebody asked me to teach an English class because a teacher quit, and I was a native speaker. I was in South America, and I was hooked after that.
always the students. I want to be around the students and help them succeed in everything they do, prepare them for their future. That's why.
Actually, I never wanted to be a teacher. So it happened to be I became a teacher, and I think that was a wonderful something that happened to my life. So yeah, I'm happy to be a teacher.
First, I was tutoring so many kids from NIS, including like teachers' kids. And then eventually Miss Chris, back then she was a manager, and Miss Lavender, who was the only math teacher. And they talked together and said, why don't we just hire her to be a math teacher? So yeah, I got interviewed by Miss Chris.
You know, I really didn't come here to be a teacher. I came here to be a manager. But then they said, you got to teach. And I said, oh, okay. And it was just a little bit at first. And then he said, we want you to teach more. I guess they liked what I was doing. I said, wow, do I get teacher benefits? And they said, no, you're staff. And I said, well, okay, how do I get teacher benefits? They said, you have to go get a degree. So while I was teaching, I studied for a master's in education in teaching and technology. As I studied and as I taught, I learned to love it.
I like NIS because we seem to be a school that is trying to build student-forward opportunities. We're a STEM-focused school, but we care deeply about things like projects and even things like you're doing right now, getting out there, interviewing, taking pictures. If you look, we've a bunch of student volunteers and people who are building and leading in the Wai Kru, and I think this is something that's incredibly unique about NIS.
there is like one thing which I will tell, because here like environment is totally different among teachers. Most cooperative students are very nice, polite, honest, kind, and mostly like our teachers, they are enthusiastic for this Wai Kru and whatever. I love this school. I love the campus. My kids were here, they were brought here, they were grown up here, now they graduated already. So yeah.
Well, math, usually when you ask someone, math is a subject that people are nervous about. It would be very honor of me if I can make someone who really don't like math or anxious about math and start to like math and understand math. So that's the fun part of teaching.
I think to inspire students to be something that I couldn't be. Yeah, I see my unfulfilled dreams in my students.
My favorite part is taking the little kids like this and watching them grow up to like this. Because you were my student and you were small when you were in my class. And watching you guys develop is the greatest thrill of being a teacher. Watching you grow up, watching you succeed, watching you graduate, there's nothing like it.
Yeah, all of the students are super intelligent, super polite, very nice, excellent citizens.
It would definitely be their heart, their compassion, their drive, and their kindness.
Yeah, I have to sing for our teachers, which is very impressive. When the student represented, they go up and they pay respect to the teachers. They give them the flower bow and stuff. It's a tradition and I love that. Like thanking the teachers, and it's very nice. That's my favorite part.
And I'm especially excited to see the junior school performances. I bet they're adorable.
I think it was to see all the teachers like being put on video, and I loved how the interactions were different for every teacher, like how everyone had to clap, and Mr. Zhang and all the teachers were all brilliant in the video.
I think it's Mr. Jack. He's a really great teacher and I love his history class.
Mr. Jack, thank you for giving us a lot of opportunities to go outside to the world.
I like Dr. Insha. I love all the teachers, and the only thing I want, more retest chance.
I like to say thank you to Miss Alyssa for always hearing me out, and always helping me with anything I need, both mentally and physically, and academically too.
Thank you. Thank you.
Most of the time.
Cut.